It was 4,000 feet up in the mountains. It was 25,000 of us went up. We was there approximately 3 weeks, and we lost 3,000 men in 3 weeks. 35 to 40 below zero. 2 feet of snow. Couldn't eat, you couldn't sleep. You couldn't shower, shave, didn't have no change of clothes or nothing. You had 2 pair of socks. When you change your socks, the dirty ones, you put them down inside your clothes to dry them out.
Mounds of dirt and berms and caves along the side, and we had some small arms fire come to that, and we finally got through that and had to do quite a bit of shooting, and then we finally got to the canal, and then we had to decide which bridge we were going to go across. So we decided the one on the left. So we took about 12 men, 6 on each side of the bridge, and we started walking across it and carefully observing in the distance, what you could see or anything. And we got about maybe, I'd say 15, 20 yards onto the bridge. It was all concrete with steel beams, going up in the air. And all of a sudden the thing just blew up.
Hi, I'm Mike, and welcome to Our Wyoming Life's Veterans Day tribute for 2021. Veterans Day began in 1919 as Armistice Day to commemorate the end of World War I, and has since become a way to honor every single veteran. Without our veterans' bravery and compromise, we may not be here to thank them today. Liberty always comes at a price, and those that have served and continue to serve, they pay that price for all of us. Some could say they're heroes, and you know what? I wouldn't argue with you. In a world that needs more real-life heroes, I'll take them where I can get them. But in reality, they're parents, their kids, their neighbors, and acquaintances. And they will and always will be a significant part of our lives. 27 years ago, on this date, I sat in a barracks in San Antonio, Texas, as part of my own basic training. And I don't really feel a special need for recognition because I know there are many out there who have sacrificed more than I could ever imagine. And it's for that reason that this year I decided to ask you to allow me to honor your loved ones, your wives, your husbands, your sons, your daughters, your moms and dads. I received hundreds of videos and pictures and stories, triumphs and tragedies. It's not an easy time to be patriotic, as well, I guess some people were quick to point out. But those that risk their lives so that others have a chance to have a great life, they deserve a salute. They fulfilled their promise and their duty. And now we can fulfill ours by thanking them. Courage, I've always felt, is contagious. And today I ask that you listen to these stories and look at these pictures and take some of that courage in for yourself. And thank those who took a responsibility to defend America and uphold our values when duty called. Thank you to all of you who sent your pictures and your videos and your stories. A special thank you to Sergeant Jim Hughes and Gorham Community Access Television, along with veteran John Traylor and Me3 TV. Check them out on YouTube. You can check out their YouTube channel. They've got a ton of great veteran interviews and stories. So thank you all for being here and honoring right along with me. Let's get started.
we had those rubber boots. So when you walked, your feet sweat. And then when you stopped, they froze. And that's how you got frostbite so bad. They come up the mountain every night. 300, 400, 500 at a time. And they just keep coming. You mow them right down. The next one to pick up their rifles and just keep coming. You couldn't dig a hole because everything was frozen 35, 40 below zero. They had to leave the trucks running all the time so they wouldn't freeze up. Half the time your rifle wouldn't fire, the weapons wouldn't fire, it was so cold. Corpsmen had the syringes. They had to carry the syringes in their mouth so they wouldn't freeze up on them.
We all live on time we borrow, time our children to us lend. Here today, but gone tomorrow, like a spark flying in the wind. We all look up to our fathers, all our lives if all is right, and we all need our mothers when the day is dark as night, and the drums of war are getting louder, a sound you never heard before. Gonna come to your town, gonna find your corner, and we'll soon be knocking on your door. Someone pulls an easy trigger, puts another to the ground, in disbelief, staring at his fingers, through which his blood runs with his life. And the drums of war are getting louder, a sound you never heard before. Gonna come to your town, gonna find your corner, and we'll soon be knocking on your door. Are there right in front of us, for so long buried in the snow. Yes, here we are, shining diamonds, burning bridges as we go. And the drums of war are getting louder, a sound you never town, gonna find your corner, and we'll soon be knocking on your door. Gonna come to your town, gonna find your corner, and we'll soon be knocking on your door.
Well, it actually killed the guy to my right and broke the arm to the fellow on my left. And they were only standing maybe 4 feet from me. It never touched me. The only thing hit me was little pieces of concrete and dust in my eyes, knocked me off my feet. And of course, my gun, I couldn't find that right away until the smoke cleared finally, and the dust and everything. Finally, we had to retreat back off the bridge. And we got off the bridge and pulled some of the others with us that couldn't walk after that. Well, a couple of guys had a broken leg and all that sort of stuff. Well, anyway, we got back, and then the platoon sergeant said to me, he says, we got to find a way to see if we can see what's on the other side. So he says to me, he says, you think you can go over there and climb up one of the girders or something? Because a couple of them were sticking right straight up in the air on a slant. So I went back on the bridge by myself and climbed up on the girders and tried to see if I could see anything over there, you know. Well, they started sniping at me when I climbed up the girders, and it was the small arms fire was bouncing off the metal. You could really hear it really loud, you know. And I'm thinking, man, I got to get out of here.
It was really tough going. And, well, there's all kinds of stories.
all of you have a very Merry Christmas and a happy one with all the good things that go with it. And I wish you all the happiness and the wonderful and good things in the world, because for you, anything else would be pretty far short of the mark.